And I want to play a clip of him. I got one for you.
Which one? Which one is that?
The one I sent to you. Okay, so you would advise women to just go out there and speed date and date all men without having any discernment or anything like that.
Can you read the caption?
But okay, so I read that you said that. Okay, you said
read the caption.
Don't sleep around. Don't do all of these things.
Right.
So my question for you is this then: if you are advising women to date around, but date around meaning that there isn't any sex, right? So let's include everything you put in there. You said,
hold it for 1 second. Can y'all pull that right back up,
just pull
please?
it up so we can read it. Yeah, pull it up.
Please.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
Can you leave it up, please?
Put it in the corner. Put it in the corner. Actually, I got it on my phone.
No. Go ahead. I want them to see this. I want them to see this.
Date them. Don't sleep with them. Don't cook for them. Don't rush into their homes. Let them take you out and truly show you who they are, how they move in the world, and what they can offer. The best provider isn't just about money. It's about being whole in every way. He must provide for you mentally, physically, intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally. He should make you feel protected and secure on every level. If he can't do that, he's not the one. The best provider isn't just a man with a wallet, but one who supports your entire being. Only then will you know he's truly worthy. If your father didn't teach you, I am. No dusty bums allowed. No dusty bums allowed.
Hashtag standards. Hashtag empower women. Hashtag divine feminine. Hashtag true provider.
Got it.
Go ahead.
So my question for you is, so you're pretty much telling women to date around, but exclude all of the those activities that he just read. Now, wouldn't you say if that woman is going to be dating multiple men, meaning going out on dates with men, that would increase her probability to be more promiscuous?
I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question.
You wouldn't. Why won't you answer that question? Because it's a fact.
You just listen to the thing, man.
No,
I got you.
It doesn't matter.
I got you.
So
bro,
what
you
you said was,
you won.
Let me finish. Here's what I'm trying to say. This is all I'm saying, right? You said women date them all,
right?
And then you have these areas over here with them not to do, right? It's just like if you tell someone, go to the strip club and don't get no dances from no girls. It's gonna be very hard for a man to be seeing all of this booty clapping, all of this booty walking around and stuff, and to then not get any dances from a girl.
Right.
Meanwhile, let's take this same logical entailment and say, if you're going to tell to women, go out there and date them all, you're putting them in a situation where they can be promiscuous. There's more opportunities for a guy to raise them up and have a one-night stand. More opportunities for a guy to sell them a dream and break their heart. My point is that women need to have discernment. And discernment, you don't need to be going and dating around. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. In order to have discernment, you need no ability to be dating around. You're laughing because you know you're caught. You're laughing because you know that statement leads women astray. You know that statement leads women astray. That statement
bro,
right there telling women to date
now
around.
You just want to argue, bro. You got it,
no,
man.
No, because that was very bad dating advice. Extremely bad dating advice.
You got it, man.
And you still didn't even answer my first question, so I'll just ask it again. Do you think that it will increase, if you tell women to date around, do you think that would increase the probability for her to be promiscuous, which will go against everything that you said in the text for her not to do?
Again, you see this family again. I can't wait for the replay after replay after replay. This
you shouldn't be coaching anyone, bro.
The devil has a dazzling tongue. A dazzling tongue. When a person's well traveled, let's remove the word dating and add the word courting, right? You can't compare this to booty cheeks clapping in the strip club.
Dating, man.
Listen, brother.
You're changing words.
Here we go with this guy. Here we go with this guy. You cannot compare a grown woman dating or courting to booty cheeks being clapped in a strip club and a man throwing ones.
No,
brothers, that's why we need to follow the directions of God, because a strip club and a woman dating has nothing to do with one another.
You didn't know the logical entailment. The logical entailment is this: you say, "Hey, go out there and put yourself in this situation." right? Which is a situation where something you say, hey, go out there and go into this situation, but there's potential of bad things happening in this situation, and you say, hey, don't do that. So your message was telling girls to go ahead and date around.
You're not a good debater, bro.
Stop it.
Antoine, you a beast. Antoine, you a beast. This guy,
you got washed up by Antoine. You got washed up. Y'all went on monologues. I'm testing your logic right now. So let's go ahead and finish, brother. He's trying to move on. Don't run.
So
Don't run from this.
Let
me finish my point. Don't run from this.
I'm gonna let Cooley go ahead and close out his point.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't run from this.
Topic.
What I'm saying is this: you're telling women to go out there and date around. So the logical entailment is what you actually mean. Go ahead and date around, right? But then you say, don't do X, Y, Z. Okay? So the comparison of the strip club and men is the same comparison. It's that same logical entailment when you're telling women to go ahead and date around, but to not do something. When women are dating multiple men,
are you serious?
The probability would increase for her to be more promiscuous. Are
you serious?
Answer that question.
Are
he doesn't
you
want to answer the question. Just answer it.
So you're telling the whole world right now that a woman dating is going to lead to sex?
One second.
You know you get bad dating advice. Answer the question. You're running away like a woman. Answer the question. If women date around, would the probability increase for her to be more promiscuous?
Do you want me to answer the question?
Yes.
Thank you so much, my beautiful brother.
Yes or no?
Are you telling the world that dating leads to sex?
I'm telling the world, if you go ahead, if you're dating a whole lot of people, it's a higher probability. My claim is this: if you're dating a whole lot of people, in modernity, right, the probability increases for the woman to sleep around. You don't believe that?
No.
That's your dating advice.
No, brother.
You don't believe
the
that?
The women I know are highly disciplined, but I'm sorry.
They're
not turned on by food.
So if they're disciplined, why would you have to say this?
They're not turned on by food.
If they're disciplined, you just contradicting yourself now.
Because if your father didn't teach you, I will.
Okay, if the woman is disciplined, why even make this status?
He just wants to argue now, you see?
No, because this is a real debate here. Before it was just weird.
No context.
If you really, okay. Bro,
hey, brother, you got it. You won
right now.
You won, bro.
You know I did because
you got it.
Your logic just doesn't add up, brother.
Right.
Just doesn't add up.
You got it.
Can you give me your name? Give me your name, your age, and your location.
I'm 35, but I'm from New York City.
Okay, and listen, who won tonight?
I can't really say any one person won, but I would probably go towards Yada's side versus Cooley.
Why is that?
So I will say this.
And please be brief and brilliant so we can get to the other callers, but go ahead.
As a woman of God, I am a single mother, right? And I've had my seasons of going through things. And I think what Cooley said about single moms being for use only, I just feel like his thinking is what's really killing African American women. I feel like we just go through so many things and we always have to hear this like red pill versus blue pill type of conversations. And I feel like it hurts us a lot to hear how, and I could see his perspective as a man. I can understand that. I can be very realistic, but I just think that when you spew this type of rhetoric on the internet, you're putting your impression on possibly young men that are now being infected with your thoughts. And I feel like there are certain ways that we can get messages across, but I feel like as a Black man, you should really want to empower Black women. I'm not saying that you should tell everybody to go out and date single mothers or everything or anything like that, but I'm saying that Black women are experiencing so much hurt. And as a Black man, it would be better if you were on our side and like speaking to us in terms of love.
Well, close out. I want you to close out, Jen. Close out right here, Jen.
And listen, Cooley, you got a question for me.
Yeah, I have a question for you. You have a son?
No.
If you had a son, hypothetically, right, and your son didn't have any kids, would you advise him to date a single mother?
Would I? See?
See, gotcha. Honest. Yeah, look, go ahead.
No.
Answer the question, be honest.
I will be honest with you. Because I wouldn't want to be, I'm missing the word. But if it was a good woman who had one child, yes, because I was a woman who had one child. If it was a woman who had multiple children, I would not advise him to do so. No.
Got it. So if he had the option, right, of a woman, he's a single man, and he has the option of dating a woman with one kid, but she's a good woman. But he has an option of dating a woman without any kids, and she's a good woman. Which one would you advise him to go to?
Dating the woman without any kids.
I rest my case.
So what's your perspective? Who won the debate here tonight?
Well, to be fair, I would say Yada. I would give it to Yada. And the only reason why I would give it to Yada is because from a marital standpoint, right? He's a married man. I would say that I respect Cooley's point of view as well, but from a biblical standpoint, it's very hard for a single man to give a marital advice or relationship advice, because if you're not married, you're single, right? That's just biblical, right? And
Actually, biblical. If you bed that woman, you wed that woman.
no. I don't know where.
I mean, it's to not have sex with outside of marriage. Are you a virgin? Like before you got married, were you a virgin?
No.
Okay, so you're talking about biblical stuff and you wasn't following the Bible anyway.
I was before.
None of us wasn't. We are all within sin.
No. I'm not.
Don't try to
judging
virtue signal.
I'm not judging you, brother. I'm just saying, as a child.
I
of
know.
God, brother, we have to be accountable, right? And I'm saying that if you're gonna give relationship advice, right, it's best to give it from a marital standpoint, because then you can relate to people who are in marriages, not just single people, because I don't consider people who are single married, right?
Cool. So can I ask him a question?
Well, I wanna actually really move through these,
Okay.
Cooley. So, how about this? Ask your question,
I'll
but be
quick.
brief in your
Real
response.
quick. I just
Yeah,
want a
let's
yes or no. Yes or no. Okay. So, who would be able to give better advice about marriage? A person that was in a relationship for 20 years, but he never actually signed that piece of paper and got married, or a person that they're newlyweds, they just got married, right? Who would you choose to take relationship advice from? Because marriage is a relationship. The person with more experience or the person with the title?
Again, as I
But
said,
I'm letting you know it's a logical fallacy. Look it up. It's a logical fallacy called to appeal to authority, meaning that you're only harping on the title or certificate of something that has authority. It's illogical. It makes no sense. Meanwhile, it's more nuance to it. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.